Hey everybody, Ben, Somerville Gardener, and today I am trying to stop slacking. This video is going to be for more of my hardcore viewers that are really interested in what's going on here in the backyard. To let you know just how much I've been slacking, this is the third time, August, what is today? Okay, I don't know what day it is. It's the end of August. That's the third time that I've mowed the grass. That's just how lazy I've been this year. But that does not mean by any means that the backyard has been lazy for me. Let's just take a look around the backyard a little bit and see what has the yard been up to without me. We'll just get a few little shots here of the oranges, mandarins, clementines? Yeah. And there's a Hamlin Sweet and I think this is a Washington here. But yeah, they've all been growing up pretty good, bushing out. That one's actually doing really well. That's the Hamlin. It's doing really good bushing out. And it has gotten absolutely no inputs, no fertilizer, no nothing this year. And it's just been, chilling back there, just doing its thing. I'm coming over here by the fence gate, which is, it needs to be replaced, I guess. But these sweet potatoes have been forming little morning glory style vines going all the way up and giving me some pretty flowers right here. Oh good, there's not a bee in there. There's usually a bee in there. But all of my sweet potatoes that are over here have gone absolutely crazy, and it's even kind of choking off the taro a bit, because that taro is usually way over that fence in height. So those potatoes are going like gangbusters. That's cool. They're even coming up in here to the bananas and heading over here to the asparagus, and I don't know what happened to the onions over here. I think we got some onions still, and there's still some onions. I don't know what happened to the rest of the asparagus either. There's just a couple of them growing. That's it. I didn't even get any asparagus off of it this year. That's pretty lazy. Too lazy to even come out here and grab some of that great asparagus. But let's go over here and see. Let's come over here in the front of the fence just so you can see how much these things have been going crazy. That is going to be a lot of vines to compost later on this year. But it'll also mean a lot of potatoes for me to eat over the winter. And I do love my sweet potatoes. And there's some purple potatoes and some purple sweet and all kinds of other varieties. I'm actually going to have to look back at my videos to even see what varieties of potatoes I have growing over there. Because I'm pretty sure there's some regular, white and purple potatoes, baked potato style potatoes growing in there. Nope, almost past the bananas. A lot of these bananas are going to come out of here over the winter time. Specifically, all of these are going to come out this winter. I want to turn this into more of a potato patch and, be able to grow other vegetables and stuff in here. Make it more like a traditional garden rather than wow, that's a lot of bananas that don't produce bananas. I would love to see some of these things flower though. But the black tie bananas grown up just fine. I mean, they're not quite as big as they were last year, but they also haven't had any fertilizer put on them either. The apple bananas over here, same thing. Not incredibly tall compared to last year, but still doing pretty good. All the blue javas in here, and oh, it looks like we got some Awapuhi. Might be able to see that right back there. Got an Awapuhi flower popping up right back there. How cool is that? We'll see if we can find one a little bit closer, give it a squeeze. See if we can get some Awapuhi juice out of it. Don't drink it. Well, I mean, you can drink it, but don't drink it. It tastes awful. It does really good for skin moisturizer, hair conditioner. I think that's what they use it for. One of those Hawaiian things. And back here, lots of more potatoes growing. Lots of potatoes. This one specifically, I know is it's a big old dark purple sweet potato, and I am looking forward to harvesting those and eating them for sure. More Awapuhi over here. Let's give this a squeeze. Oh, there's lots of them over here. Let's give this first one right here a squeeze. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is good and gooey. And that smell, I love that. It's like a gingery, sweet something or other. It smells delicious. Not really delicious, but it smells pretty. Maybe that's a better way to put it. I'm not drinking the stuff. Neither would I eat any of that, but it does make a really good hand cleanser and hand cleanser and hair conditioner. I think that's what it all does. And one of these days I'm going to come out here and bottle this stuff up. Because now that I'm looking at it, this plant here, lots of flowers popping up. And over here on this side, lots more flowers popping up. Lots and lots of them all over there. All kinds of Awapuhi flowers. That is pretty cool. Let's check out the feijoa bushes. The feijoa bushes, because of all the rain we've gotten after this little bit of a drought we had for a while, starting to finally push out some new growth. That's always nice to see. There are some little flageola fruits starting to produce right here. It'll probably still be another 2 months before those are ready to eat. I always look forward to them at the end of the September, beginning of October kind of time frame. But all these bushes are doing very, very good. Even this one, they got planted in the wrong spot, dug up, and dropped sideways in a hole. Yeah, that was the thing. It's still doing good though. Don't worry about the maintenance area right here. Yes, there are lots of more tractors than what you're normally seeing, and yes, I did turn that one into a front loader. Okay, maybe a little side quest here. That one works as a lawnmower. That one works as a hot rod with a gear shifter in the middle. Yes, it's a thing. And made that one into a front loader. That one is the next project. It's going to be stretched out and lowered and turned into a little hot rod tractor. And that one still is just, it's a decent lawnmower. Gotta have lots of good lawnmowers around here. Especially since I'm going to be turning this channel into something a little bit different. Let's talk about that for just a second. So I want to change the name of Somerville Gardener channel to something a little bit more fitting. Maybe fitting is a good way to put it. The remaining part of the grass yard here, I'm going to be turning into, wood chips, just like what the rest of the yard is. So that eventually all that grassy area on this other side of the yard turns into something more lush and flavorful and delicious, and maybe even a little bit more tropical-y feely. I want to get rid of all the grass. I don't like grass. It doesn't do anything for me. I can't eat it. Well, I could, but it wouldn't be very good. Kind of like these bananas here. They look cool, they grow, they're tropically, but they're not producing bananas. So therefore, they're gonna go. All of these are gonna go. I'm gonna put some of them to kind of dotted around here. Maybe even put some of them up over in here somewhere. I don't know, might get a little crazy. But I want to be able to see my other bamboo that's hiding back into there. See that? There's a bamboo back there. Let's go take a look at it, see what it really looks like. I have to just kind of come back here, bob and weave over some banana leaves. And back here, there is a bamboo. And it's been so long, I forgot what this thing's even called. But it doesn't look like it has traveled very far. And it does look like is that more ginger? Yes, that is more ginger growing back here. Okay, that needs to get dug up. I don't want ginger back here. Although there are ginger flowers. But nice little thicket of bamboo, and eventually once these things continue to grow up, they will give me some nice little bamboo shoots and bamboo sticks, and I'll be able to use these nice thicker bamboos, like this one here, to hold up some green beans or something else. Just shave them off, chop them down. That's a good, half, 3/4 inch bamboo right there. Be able to hold up all kinds of plants and stuff. Okay, let's get out of the little banana grove right here and see what else we can find on the other side. Although it is fun to just walk through a bunch of bananas. And these taros are gonna have to go too. Mostly to my belly, I hope. Well, not just to my belly, the whole family's bellies. Gonna be eating them, a lot of them. We'll get to the next patch of those momentarily. Rosemary, doing very good, still smelling absolutely delicious. Can't wait to put that on some fish or something. Use some chicken. Oh, I done did it now. Oh, that's sappy too. Oof. Look, we might actually get some flowers and fruit here later on this year and into next year. The Olympia fig is doing pretty good. It's a little slow to get started this year, but I do see some almost ready to go, which is kind of nice. Otherwise, lots of little babies, lots of little ones. It's going to continue to grow. It'll give us some fruit eventually. I have faith in it. Back to the taro. Back to the taro. Back to the taro. Okay, let's back up so that you can see all of the taro. That is a big chunk of taro. That is too much taro in one spot because it's kind of overshadowing my other loquat. And by kind of overshadowing it, I mean like really overshadowing it. There's a loquat tree in here. There's supposed to be some room between those things and this thing, and there isn't. And there's some more ginger just popping up. Lots more ginger. Do I have some? Oh, there's some other ginger in here. Up under here somewhere, there's supposed to be another kind of ginger. Oh, yeah, it's right there. That is not looking good. This is the lotus ginger. This lotus ginger right here does not look good at all. And there's some viney thing in here. This is a weed. This we don't want. This we don't like. This is all garbage. But This is a lotus ginger. We do want that. And it looks like there's another one over here. So it does exist. It's just gonna need a little bit of help to get some sunlight. And that'll happen when I dig all this stuff up, give it like, I don't know, 1 or 2 more back to plant for next year. And the rest of it is gonna get stuck in the garage. Nice dark cool spot. And I'm gonna learn to make poi and all kinds of other stuff with my taro, because may as well, right? And then I can do videos on it and you can enjoy that. Well, I mean, as much as you can enjoy watching me eat something delicious. Back to the plants. This is a Violet de Bordeaux fig. Again, small, no inputs, no fertilizer, no nothing, and no figs. Maybe I should try fertilizing next year. One sugar cane came back. This, I believe, is the, oh, it's not the Florida Red, it's the other one. I forgot what kind of sugar cane this is, but it looks like there are some actual canes in here. Not very tall. They only go to maybe the 3-foot mark, and then it kind of just turns into grass. But there should be some nodes down here, and I'm going to take those and just stretch them out over there over the winter and get them planted in a nice little row, so that hopefully there'll be a row of sugarcane that pops up right here. And then once everything gets set up next year, I'm going to put some more of that out there with some bananas and other trees and stuff out in what you see as a grassy patch. Back to that whole renaming of the channel. Yard to Jungle. What do you think about that name? Ponder it. Still got some nice little butterflies coming to visit us. Check that guy out. He's going crazy for that flower. That's a big butterfly. Here's my hand to that butterfly. Yeah, that's a big butterfly. Let's continue on. Leave him to his flower. There's a big muddy bit over here next to the, yeah, I chopped them all down in the springtime, and I kind of thought that they would like pop up faster, better, quicker, because this whole thing just looked like, well, bad. It looked bad. It was all overgrown, so I chopped all 3 of these down, and I kind of assumed that, okay, I kind of assumed incorrectly that they would like grow back in a year. Well, they haven't quite yet, but you can see by that nice little whatever that thingy is right there that they do have flowers. They will be getting fertilized, and they will have some kind of fruit on them, or berries I should say, in a couple months hopefully. They're just gonna be a lot smaller than what I expected. Going behind there is another beautiful loquat. I love that loquat. It is huge. It's got to be at least 3 times the size of either that one or the other one over there. Just can't even see because it's too small. That one's just growing so much better than the other 2. And hey, you know what? I'm not gonna complain. Do your thing, buddy. This one I do expect to have some flowers on at the end of the year. It should be doing good. And again, more taro. Lots of taro. You see all the taro back there? Let me pick you up. Put you up over the tree. Look at that. Taro, 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 taro. I'm growing too much taro. Oh, Celeste Fig. Let's talk about that. That guy's doing pretty good. Right next to these yellow sweet tomatoes. I don't remember the name of these things, but these things are awesome too. I've saved a bunch of the seeds for these, and I'm also going to do a video shortly on propagation of these guys, because these guys are like little sweet sugary tomatoes. And I like to come out here and just eat them off the vine, but they're better cold, I'll give them that. But it's kind of slowed down. I'm not sure if it's because of all the heat or because we left for a few days and came back. No, we left for a week. Came back and there was just a ton of fruit that had gone bad on it. Kind of like this. It all kind of turned in like that. And that is no bueno. It's all soft and gooey. But there's seeds in there. So I just let them fall. And let them reseed for a part of that. But I got another video coming on how I propagate these from one year to the next so that I keep growing the same variety every year. And that's not just by dropping seeds all over the place. That would be way too quick of a video. Let's not forget the hardy kiwi vine. And it's a vine, and it's supposed to grow kiwis. So we're gonna let it do its thing. Let it vine around. Let it keep doing its thing. Keep going. Go crazy. There's another hardy kiwi vine over here. That guy, I don't know what I was thinking putting the tomatoes so close to that. But this guy here, also doing pretty good. Looks like it's trying to attach itself to some old tomato vines, but whatever. And I had a few different types of tomato plants planted right here. Cherry tomatoes, of course. the best kind. And of course, more taro. Right next to this nice little plum tree, which I did get a couple plums off of this year. I was kind of happy about that. But I was kind of unhappy that a few of them got eaten by birds and bugs and some other stuff, so I only got like 2. But that is 2 more than what I got last year. I didn't get a whole lot of blueberries off of this guy here, but, you know, better luck next year. Can't win them all. Looks like I got some thorny vines that I need to get out of there. Yeah, okay, we'll deal with that later. And here's another fig, and I wish I could remember which type this is. This is one of the other ones that I don't remember. And it looks like this has a vine growing up it too. That's not good. That needs to come out of there. Let's just go ahead and just nip this thing right here. And right here, because apparently it's got 2. That's a little less constricting, I bet. But we do have some little figs forming on it. Can't wait to eat me some figs this year. I did get a couple figs, I won't lie. I got a couple off the little Miss Figgy over there on the other side of the yard. We'll get to that. Ooh, this is bad. This is bad. This is English ivy. Somebody, I don't know who, let that stuff get in their yard. That's very not good. Anytime I see that stuff, I try to rip it out immediately. That almost looks like a kudzu or something. I don't know. It's bad though, I'm sure. The mulberry. Hey, we got some like little mulberries forming even. Little mulberries. Very cool. Got some mulberries up over here. Can't wait to get some actual mulberries, but I do need to prune this thing back a bit already. It's only in its like 2nd year, but I need to take that down to like a couple, like 2 tree branches there, or trunks I should say, because it's got like this multi-trunk thing going on down here, and I need to just knock that thing down a few shades and just kind of trim it up, try and keep it more tree than bush-like. I don't want a bushy mulberry. I want a mulberry tree. And the mint. Oh no. There's more of that vine. Hang on. Gotta get rid of this stuff immediately. Okay, so the mint. Mint is, of course, taking off like mint is supposed to do. It's just doing what minty things do. Got some seeds growing there, like millet or something. I forget what this is, but the birds here in a little bit will be attacking this, and they'll be all over it. Back to the mint. Mint is doing what mint does. It is spreading. And that is exactly what I wanted it to do. And about here is about as far as I'm going to let it get. After this, I'm going to start trimming it back and cutting it back and just kind of like flopping it all back over that way, because I want this mint hill to be nice and minty, but I do not want it to get, too crazy. And I don't want it growing like out over here on this side of the wall, which I don't think, yep, it has. It has escaped, like mint will do. But I gotta tell you, this is the apple mint. This is by far my favorite mint of them all. This is a good mint. I'll be coming up through here, yanking all this stuff back eventually, and just, toss it up in there. And I'm gonna have to stop smelling my hand. I need to stop smelling my hand. Oh, I almost forgot about this area. So this was supposed to be like a little garden bed kind of an area, and I threw a couple of sweet potatoes in it. I think they're, again, purple sweet potatoes. And, this pepper plant. It's not dying. It's actually producing some kind of peppers, but I'm not sure, it's supposed to be like a bell pepper, I think. Those aren't very bell pepper-like. I'm pretty sure it needs some fertilizer or something. Not sure if you can hear that, but I'm just squishing. This is one of the trifoliates. This is an orange, trifoliate orange. I wanted this for the rootstock. The original tree that was on it, a brown select satsuma, did not make it through one of the past winters. I was going to let it grow up and then graft to these branches. I think I'm just going to rip it out. I don't know what to do with this thing. It's probably just going to get ripped out. The other plum tree. This one was starting to get wiggly, so I had to, as you can see, it just kind of got a little wiggly. I had to put a stake in it, try and hold it back up, because it was trying to rubbery flop back over, and I didn't want that to happen. So I staked it up. It did have a few fruits on it, and I immediately just popped those off, because if it can't stand up straight on its own, it doesn't need to be having fruit to weigh it down even more. And more ginger. How nice is that? And lots of weeds. So the wood chips have done really well at keeping the weeds back. I do have some, I believe that is nutsedge right there. Pretty sure. There are some little viney things, and what happened here? Okay, I think that was the I keep wanting to call that a Bardwell. Brazel bread, something or other. Another blueberry. That did not survive, I guess. My bad. But we got some yellow nut sedge, some more English ivy over here. A few weeds have been popping up here and there, but not too much, really. As you look across this whole area, there's like, there's a little patch of something right there. There's some stuff back over there where I didn't get the second layer of wood chips laid down this past year. Yeah, I somehow ran out of wood chips. I don't know, but for the most part, not too weedy even. And even at that, a lot of this stuff, because it's just wood chips under here, it's not really rooting into anything. And these big monster things just pull up roots and all. You can see the nice little fungal network that's going on there. But they just pull right out. So it's not like you have to do a whole lot to, weed this. If I just took a garden rake or like a little, like some tiny fork thing, I could probably just take this and just kind of flip it over and turn it up. And all this stuff would just die off in the next little heat wave for the next day. Oh, lizard, but also my lime tree. My lime tree is getting buried by the mulberry. Hey, little lizard. Yep, little anole lizard. How cool is that guy? Actually, that's probably a girl, but still, very cool. This is the black mission fig. I remember that one. Still can't remember what that one is over there. That one? Don't know. That one? Black mission fig. And again, no inputs. It just kind of just left its own devices. Do what it do. And I get no fruits. No figs yet. Nothing I can see. Yet. But it's about that time of year. Days are getting a little shorter. It'll start flowering. Flowering means fruit. And fruit means I've got something to snack on. This is the punting pole bamboo over here. It's supposed to be really nice and tall and straight. And it's not. It's definitely not straight. But I think it's getting there. Especially that thicker one back in the back. Let me see if I can kind of work you in here. There is a brand new shoot popping up right there. There we go. There's a brand new shoot popping up right there. So that one actually looks a lot more straight than some of these other ones. If you kind of look up at it, it kind of goes squiggly, squiggly. It's not straight. It's not very, what do you call it? Punty pole, long straight pole. For that. What's that boat called? Like the Vienna boat, Vienna sausage boat? No, it's not. Boat's in Vienna, Italy. And here's another blueberry. Not doing very good at all. No, not even a little bit. And that's the orange tree that I thought was going to come back, and it did not. And it just sprung up with some more of this trifoliate, so it'll go bye-bye. Find something else. Seems to be a running theme. Find something else. And I'm going to lift this up right here, because I thought, yes, it's covering up a whole blueberry bush. That might need to get moved. I might move that over there where the other one's not doing so great. Just kind of, pull it out a bit, give it a little bit more space, a little more sun, a little more room to grow. Yeah, and grow it shall, just like this, what kind is this? I'm forgetting my oranges. Certified citrus, product of Texas. That is an Owari satsuma. That's what that is. I found it. There's an Owari satsuma. And that one had a fair bit of dieback over this past winter. Because, again, bad winter, but this winter shouldn't be so bad, and it should do a lot better. There we go. Cleans up nicely, doesn't it? You just snap off the dead. Much better. So much better looking. And here's a Little Miss Figgy. Little Miss Figgy loves to make me figgies, and I do like to eat Little Miss Figgy's figgies. They taste like good strawberry jam, is how I would describe these. And, of course, more taro. Lots of taro. Oh, hey, here's another fig. This one, again, I'm going to have to look at some of my old videos to see what kind of fig this is. But it does look like it's going to produce me some kind of figgy fruit, which will be very nice. I'll have to figure out what you are. This orange here, it died last year. It died the year before. I keep just letting it grow, and it keeps not completely dying. There's usually some butterflies that attack this thing and chew down on it. But otherwise, it does pretty good at not dying, but it's not getting very big either. So I'll just remain hopeful that eventually it doesn't die. Yeah, like completely. Ooh, a peanut. Some little squirrel planted me a peanut. How cool is that? I'm pretty sure that's a peanut plant. If it's not, I'm sure somebody will drop something in the comments down below and say that's not a peanut plant, that's a something or other plant. And I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. Do I need to like get rid of it? But I'm pretty sure that's a peanut. Fairly confident. And again, on the other side of that bamboo here, we have some of the largest bananas to this place. And I was really, really hoping that by now we'd have some sort of fruit popping up in there. I don't care what kind of fruit, I don't care if it's edible or not. I want some bananas to pop off of these things to see if I'm going to keep them at all or not. Because they are some really, really tall bananas. And it looks like this did pretty good. All the wood chips are very well disintegrated, but there's not a whole lot of weeds that popped up in here, so that's pretty good. Not a whole lot. It's impressive. A little bit of wood chips. Not so many weeds. Very nice. The peach tree. This is it's a Georgia. No, it's not Georgia. It's a Georgia peach. Belle of Georgia. It's a Belle of Georgia. Belle of Georgia peach. I did get a couple of peaches off of this thing this year, and they were, again, awesome. There's nothing like growing your own backyard fruit, but this thing is still putting out some new growth at the tips of each of the branches, which is nice. It does have a little bit of heat die off, and well, when it's not stupid crazy hot and humid, then it rains and floods the whole place. So I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna leave it. I don't know if it's getting these color changes because of the heat, because of maybe the rust or something that's on some of the branches. Maybe it's too much water, maybe it's not enough water. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it. It's not dying, it's doing fine. And I'll pan across my current memorial to Shadow, my last dog. And not like my previous dog, like the last dog I will have. He was awesome. Too good of a puppy to ever be replaced. So he won't be replaced, ever. And he's right there. And he's sitting right next to this nice bamboo right here. This is a nice variegated bamboo. Let me see if I can get you in here so you can see some of the colors. There's some greens and yellows in here. It's yellow with green stripes mostly. And I saw this, and it's like a dole chocolata or something like that. And I liked it, so I got it. I was told it may or may not grow here. It seems to be doing okay. It did have some good dieback to about the ground last winter, but it's popped back up, doing just fine, unlike the cherry tree that I'm gonna have to replace. I know that cherry trees don't grow too well in coastal South Carolina, but I'm gonna try again. That was a Barbados cherry, and they're kind of finicky anyway up here. I don't believe it. I found a potato. I know that's a potato. I don't know why or how there's a potato growing here, but if you follow this back to the ground and dig under there, there's a potato. That's a potato. That's probably a purple or blue potato, because I'm pretty sure there's more potatoes right here. In this little mound, there used to be potatoes in here. Let's dig down, see if we can find a potato. Here, potato, potato, potato. Okay, well, I'm not gonna dig down too much further. There's potatoes in here. Just trust me, there's potatoes. Don't know where the potatoes went, but there's potatoes in here. Stay tuned to a future video. I'll dig up potatoes all over the place. And this will be one area where I do go, because there's you can't really see it probably, but there's like a little raised hump right here, and there's another one like right here, and this whole area needs to be dug up because there were potatoes growing here earlier in the springtime, and I don't know how this one started up over here. I don't even remember planting it that close to the bamboo here anyway, but that is definitely potato. I can work potatoes. Okay, so that's gonna pretty much do it for this episode of just walking around the backyard and looking around and seeing what's going on. And I think I figured out what's going on here for why my yard is squishy right here. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that this hose connection is leaking, and that's probably what's causing all that squishiness. Okay, anyway, that's gonna be all for today. Be thinking about names. Drop them down in the comments for any channel names you think would kind of fit this space. This place is in Somerville. It is a garden, sort of, but not like the traditional type of garden. So I want a more fitting channel name for this. That's why I was kind of thinking of like Ben's Backyard Adventure, Yard to Jungle, because yes, this grass, all this grass here behind me, it's gonna go. And everything that you've seen back over here, I want to continue that amplify it, get it even thicker, even more stuff over here. Take out all these bananas over here, put in more of a food plot over here, but bring some of those bananas out into the yard, bring some of those bananas over here into the yard, maybe get some bamboo, try some more guava. Oh, and there's some other trees. I don't want to give them away, but there's some other trees that are very rare, not normal trees, not normal fruit. I'm not a normal fruit though either, that I want to try growing here, and I just gotta find them. That's gonna be the trick. You gotta find it. So once this all gets done over the next few weeks or months, I'll go ahead and get these new trees put in and then fill in that whole backyard. I want to have a little cement pad right here for, a vehicle or a boat or something to park. And it's not really, a little cement pad right here so that the gate has something to roll on. Then starting somewhere in here, just wood chips. Nothing but wood chips. The whole yard, wood chips. Maybe put in some other yard features like the little raised wall thing that doesn't, it's a retaining wall that doesn't really retain anything that was there before. Yes, I made a retaining wall to hold back the dirt that I was going to put behind it. And it retains it. That's mint hill. But I may do something like that back in here. Maybe do a nice little fire pit. Tear down all those bananas that are right here. I want to put a fuyu persimmon right there. And grow more tropical plants. Flowers. I need lots of flowers. I need more flowers. I need more pollinators to come in to be able to pollinate everything I got going on here. So yes, be thinking of names. Oh, that was an anthill. I just kicked over an anthill. Anyway, be thinking of names for me. I'd appreciate it. Keep this on screen. Pest away. Nope, I messed that up. See, I've been doing enough videos. Keep this on screen. Pest away. Know that you are appreciated. See, I did it. Let's roll some beautiful drone footage. See what it looks like from the sky.
Wood chips down in the branches high. Watch the food forest touch the sky. Ben, thanks for watching. See you again on Yard to Jungle, where the wild begins. Yard to Jungle. From a patch of grass to a green oasis, growing fresh food in the wildest places. Grab another shovel and I'll see you again on Yard to Jungle, where the wild begins. Yard to Jungle.